Welcome back to Marcus English Stories channel, my friend. Today, we have another inspiring story written in simple English to help you learn and relax. In this video, we will explore the history of Microsoft, a company that started from a small dream and grew into a global success. Listen carefully, enjoy the story, and improve your English step by step.
As more different computer makers appeared, Microsoft kept making software that worked on many machines. They wanted to make software that could run on many kinds of computers. This desire to make tools everyone could use became a strong idea in the company. In 1980, a big change came. IBM, a very large company, wanted to sell a personal computer. IBM asked Microsoft to provide the operating system. An operating system is the main program that lets other programs run and helps people use the machine. Microsoft bought a small operating system from another company and worked hard to change and improve it. They named it MS-DOS. MS-DOS became very important. When IBM sold many personal computers with MS-DOS, many other companies made machines that could also run the same software. This gave Microsoft a huge chance to help many users and many businesses. More people learned to use computers for work, for school, and for home. As computers spread, ways to use them also changed. People wanted easier ways to talk to a computer. They wanted windows, icons, and mouse control. Microsoft saw this idea and built a system they called Windows. Windows let people point and click. It made computers easier for many people to use. Windows first came out in 1985. At first, it did not do everything, but the idea was strong. Over time, Microsoft kept adding new features and new tools. Many people soon wanted Windows on their machines. At the same time, Microsoft was building tools for work and for school. They made a set of programs that could write text, do math, and make slides. This bundle of programs became Microsoft Office. People used these tools for letters, reports, and presentations. Schools and businesses began to use Microsoft Office for many tasks. Microsoft grew fast.
It hired many people. It built offices in many countries. The company learned that it needed many kinds of workers: engineers, designers, salespeople, and support teams. These teams helped keep the software running, fixed problems, and listened to user ideas. With success came problems and tough choices. People and governments began to ask if one company could control many parts of the computer world. In the late 1990s, Microsoft faced legal questions about how it did business. This time was hard for the company. It had to explain its actions and change how it worked in some areas. Even in difficult times, Microsoft kept working on new ideas. People there learned the value of listening, learning, and changing. The company also moved into new areas. It did not just make software for desktop computers. It created a web browser called Internet Explorer, as many people began to use the web. Later, Microsoft created devices like the Xbox game console. Xbox brought games and entertainment to many homes and made Microsoft known to new kinds of users. As technology changed, so did Microsoft. The world moved from desktop computers to mobile devices, and from single machines to large networks and data centers. Microsoft shifted to focus on servers and cloud services. It built a platform called Azure to let companies run programs and store data on the internet in large data centers. Azure helped many businesses move their work to the cloud. This cloud work became a major part of Microsoft's future. Leadership also changed over time. Different leaders brought new ideas and new ways to work. In 2014, Satya Nadella became CEO. He asked the company to be more open, more humble, and more ready to learn.
Under his leadership, Microsoft embraced new trends like mobile cloud computing and open source software. The company worked with other companies and shared more technology openly. This helped Microsoft find new partners and new ways to grow. Through many years, Microsoft learned to adapt. It learned that success means changing with the world. It learned that good ideas can come from small teams and from users who ask for better tools. The company also learned the value of long work and clear focus. Many products grew from small experiments and became big services used by millions. Microsoft kept making tools for schools, hospitals, governments, and small shops. It built programs to help people write, to help companies store their data, and to help teams work together from different places. Today, Microsoft works in many fields: software, cloud services, gaming, and tools for business. It makes products that help people learn, create, and connect.
The story of Microsoft is not just about one person or one product. It is about the power of ideas, the courage to try, and the patient work that follows. From a small room to giant data centers, the path was full of lessons. One big lesson is to keep learning. Another lesson is to listen to users. Another is to change when the world changes. For learners and new workers, Microsoft's journey shows how a clear idea can grow. It shows how teamwork can turn small code into tools that help millions. It also shows that hard times can teach new ways to be better. When young people think about building something new, they can learn from this story. Start with a clear idea. Work every day. Listen to users and to teammates. Be ready to change your plan. Find friends who share your dream. Be brave to try new things and patient when success comes slowly. Microsoft's history also teaches that big companies must care for fairness and for the needs of many people. Being powerful in a field means more rules and more attention. Microsoft learned to make better choices and to listen to the world about how it should act. Over decades, new tools like cloud computing and artificial intelligence became important. Microsoft moved to add these to its products and services. It added smart tools that help people write, search, and plan. These tools help students, writers, and workers. Microsoft also made tools to help small businesses sell online and to help big companies run their services. The company kept the idea of building useful tools at its center. While the world changes fast, Microsoft kept one aim: make life easier for people with good software and services. This aim guided many choices. People in the company worked on safety, on privacy, and on tools that everyday people could use without worry. Over time, Microsoft also moved closer to open communities of creators. It began to support open source projects and to share code that others can use. This move showed a new kind of openness and learning. Microsoft also built tools for people who write code. They made development tools that help programmers create new programs. One such tool is Visual Studio, which many developers use to build apps and services. Microsoft also bought other companies that brought new strengths. For example, the company bought LinkedIn, a network for professionals, so people could connect and find jobs. It also bought GitHub, a place where coders share code and work together. These moves helped Microsoft reach more people and more kinds of jobs. The company also tried new kinds of devices. It made the Surface line of computers and tablets. Surface showed that Microsoft wanted to make both the software and the hardware, so the two would work well together. Not every idea succeeded. Some products did not sell well. The phone business did not win against other mobile companies, so Microsoft had to stop that line and learn from the loss. These hard moments taught the company to be humble and to try again in other ways. Microsoft also began to sell many services by subscription.
Services like Office 365 let people use the latest programs and get updates without buying a new disk. This made it easier for people and schools to have the newest tools. The company also grew its work in research. Microsoft Research helped find new ways to use computers for speech, language, and vision. Many smart people in labs around the world built tools that later arrived in products. Microsoft also cared about helping others. It worked on projects to bring the internet to more places and to help schools learn with new tools. It supported accessibility work so people with disabilities could use technology more easily. This side of the company shows that big goals are not only to make money, but also to help people. The history of Microsoft also shows many lessons about teamwork and trust. Teams with varied skills built many parts of the company. Designers made easy interfaces, engineers made the features work, marketers and support teams helped people learn and trust the products. All these groups had to work together and to listen to each other. As the world moves faster, Microsoft keeps trying to make tools that help people now and in the future. It invests in new technologies like artificial intelligence that can help with writing, art, and research. It looks for ways to make schoolwork better and to let people with small budgets use big computing power through the cloud. Looking back at all these years, one clear truth stands out. The path of Microsoft was not a straight line. There were small wins and big wins. There were days of loss and days of great joy. But through it all, the company kept one simple aim: make technology useful to people. This aim led the company from a small office writing basic code to a global firm helping many kinds of users every day. For students of business and technology, this long story is a map of how ideas can grow. Start small, test the idea, be ready to change, and always keep the user in mind. In one sense, Microsoft's story is a story of many people who loved to solve problems with code and who wanted to share their work with the world. In another sense, it is a story of how to keep going when things fail and how to find new ways to help others. If you listen to this history with care, you will find many small lessons you can use in your own work. One last lesson is to think long but act daily. Big dreams need many small steps. Do what you can today. Make a small plan for the next day. Learn from failures and celebrate small wins. This is how simple work can lead to big change. Microsoft's history still grows. New people will join, new ideas will start, and new tools will help more people learn and create. If you are an English learner, this story can teach you words about work, about change, and about hope. Read it, listen to it, and tell it to your friends. You can use these ideas to write about your own dream in English. And perhaps one day, your small idea will help others too.